Eric is 6 feet, and let's see if we chop his feet off right now. Nope. I didn't hear any yells, so that's good. And on that note, what's up, guys? It's Ali, and I'm here with Project TWOBARU at Rhino Adventure Gear with Joost. What's up, buddy?
What's happening, man? So pumped you're here.
Dude, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for being willing to do this. I know it's a new system from Goose Gear that we're putting in today, the Park Series.
Yep.
Have you ever done one of these before?
You know, we've got a couple under the belt in terms of sales, but we haven't done too many here in the shop. So we're super excited to get it going.
Right on.
The truck, I mean, super rad to do it on your Subaru here. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. We're really stoked. Obviously, we do a ton of Goose Gear here in the shop. I mean, probably every week we've got Goose Gear systems going in.
You're like one of the biggest dealers and installers, right?
I think so.
Like
which
here,
is awesome.
Is that like California or is that like the West Coast?
You'd have to ask Brian.
Yeah.
But I know we do a ton of them. So.
I feel like we came to the right place.
Yes, absolutely.
So what are we doing here?
Yeah, so there's a couple modules in here already. You know, you can get the system like this if this is all you're looking for. This does a great job providing you with some extra storage, right? You got some storage underneath here, you got some storage underneath here. It's a great place to kind of mount some of your stuff. You know, something like a fridge can go on here, which is great. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna pull this out. We're gonna add the plate system in the back where this will sit on top of. And then there's an additional sleep platform that goes over and in front of that rear seat, right? Which will give you the full kind of sleeping capability inside the Subaru.
And we don't have to get rid of the back seats, right?
No, that's right. Yeah, so we'll keep the back seats. The platform works around that, which is unique. A lot of the Goose Gear stuff that we do, you know, you'll hear the terms as seat delete. This isn't really a delete. It's more like a seat workaround.
Like you can pull stuff off when you're not using it and keep your seats, because I have 2 kids, so to me that's really attractive, and not having to like at least like get rid of it completely.
Yep,
you know?
absolutely. I would say it's probably a little bit more module than their classic, you know, Goose Gear setup.
Those are pretty set, right?
Yeah, so yeah, usually there's a base plate that uses factory mounting points. You bolt that in, and that base plate is exactly that. It's the base foundation for anything you want to do to it, whether it's a fridge slide, whether it's a full kitchen with a fridge stove, whether it's a drawer set, a wide drawer set, whatever, right? Everything goes on that base plate. Park Series is a little bit different in that, like I said, it is a little bit more modular. You can do the system just like how it is here, or you can add, you know, the sleep platform, but you can also pull all that kind of stuff out relatively easy. Awesome. Which is cool. Like you said, if you don't want to use it all the time, then that works.
Well, I can't wait to get going. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, awesome.
Right on, brother.
Thanks. You wouldn't need all of that.
So
That's a great, I'm still running out of spot.
even though we've now raised the platform by putting in the plate, we still have clearance for the hatch, and we can still get in well into the fridge. So even with the plate system, with the cubby, it still works out pretty well. Dude, it looks awesome.
Dude, I think it turned out awesome. It's a remarkable amount of space that all of a sudden gets developed once you get the seats down and then you get the pillows, right? Those front sections that they call the Goose Gear pillows. It's pretty good. Eric, you measured it. It's what, about 6 feet length?
In a straight line, it's just about 6 feet.
6 feet.
So if you're a 6 foot person, I'm exactly 6 foot. I lay just a little bit sideways.
Yeah.
And then I've got about 6'3", maybe 6'4", if you're like at the maximum
yeah,
diagonal.
at a diagonal. Yeah, I think we measured
and
like.
I only have the single platform. So with this double wide platform going
Yeah.
from far end to this end, probably much more than that. But I only have the sleeping platform on the 60% side.
Yeah, so I think with the full thing, I mean, I'm 6'2", I can definitely fit in here and go to sleep. I don't sleep straight as an arrow.
Right.
I'm more in the fetal position, but I mean, that's a good amount of room. What's also great is we noticed underneath the seats here, you still have that room.
You could get underneath
to
it.
get underneath it, to put some stuff away. You still have the access to these two cubbies. Obviously in your setup, you're gonna be putting that Dometic CFX3 in here, which we did test and put on there. Maybe we can put it back on. It does give you still a respectable amount of space to open the lid, right? Get your
Right.
food in and
Yep.
out, which is kind of key, right? If that
Grab a
doesn't
tall
work,
boy out of there. And, yep.
whatever it is that you need, right?
Yeah.
And then on this side, which is cool, and I kind of like what we did here, is obviously you've got this compartment, but you've also got the compartment that now has the access to what was previously the where the donut was.
Right.
Not the edible one, the one that he tears up.
The spare tire.
The
yeah,
spare
it's gone.
tire, Eric needs
Yeah.
those.
I need
So-
less donuts.
2 is 1, 1 is not.
Right, exactly. So a lot of space in there as well, right? So it's really slick. Pretty excited about it. You know, I think setting it up, there's a lot of little pieces. There is a bit of assembly to it. It's nothing overly complex, but
There's like about a few holes that you have to actually drill.
yeah,
Some nutsert,
yeah,
stuff like that.
exactly. Probably the hardest part is working with a spacer and a nutsert to get the base plate mounted to the actual vehicle. And once you have that in, all the Goose Gear stuff mounts to itself. Obviously, there's some latches and some other things. The way these come in and out, they use a latch platform or a latch system, if you will. But it's really slick. I mentioned this, I think, earlier. I really like this new textured finish,
Yeah,
right?
it's
It has a
really
really
nice.
good look with the natural wood coming through, even where the openings are and where the Goose Gear logo is and the Park Series logo. It looks really cool. And I don't know, I like this.
Probably keeps the system a little bit lighter weight than a spray liner
Yep.
coating would be. So it's probably a weight saving.
Yeah,
for
which-
this coating as well.
And the cool thing is I've had, like on the way up here, I had the 2 cubbies in here originally.
right.
My fridge wasn't attached, so it was sliding around.
Yeah.
But I didn't really notice any scratches or any blemishes.
It's been remarkable. The traditional systems that Goose Gear uses that we see in all the other trucks, that spray-on Line X stuff works incredibly well. I mean, I put mine to the max test. I'm sure, these guys, Brian and the team over at Goose Gear, have done some
Yeah,
kind
I've
of
talked to
product
them.
testing
They've
about that
done
because
a
that,
ton,
because that's a big piece of, if you're going to do a DIY kit, like if it gets scratched up immediately at first, it's kind of a bummer, right? At least with the traditional system, and I'm assuming with this new, this new texture, that's going to be the same, and I think that's huge, right? You want your car to be still looking sharp, even though you're kind of using it.
Yeah, you use it hard, clean it up, put
Exactly.
it away looking good for the next use.
Yeah, so pretty good. All the latches, obviously these can be keyed. You can add the different anchor points. He's going to be using that for his fridge here. So super slick. Totally different than what I'm used to seeing, right? I'm used to seeing Jeeps and Land Cruisers and 4Runners and bigger vehicles. So to see kind of the efficiency that's built into something like this and the well thought out system is pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's
no, I'm
not.
stoked.
It's not permanent. You know.
No, and we were
Dude,
talking.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, and it isn't right. These pieces all can come out. Ollie can take his family back and put them back in the car,
The seats don't get removed,
Right.
which is like the best part, honestly. Like
Yeah.
especially if you have kids or I don't know, dogs.
Yeah.
Like you can pull all the stuff beyond the cubbies out, and your seats just fold back up, which is really.
Yeah, so it's
I
not.
travel that way. I travel with the seat in the normal upright position.
Thanks to
and
Rhino.
And then you
set
put
it
this
on
all
my back,
right.
And then you've got
pull down the seat, slide up
Click it all
passenger
into
front
place.
seat,
Yeah.
Clip it into place, and my interior bed is made before most people can set up a
Yeah.
tent.
So I would say that
true.
You know, the difference
done it.
is I'm so used to calling this section of the Goose Gear systems a seat delete. It's not.
Not anymore.
It's
Not
a
with the
sleep
parks.
platform. Yeah, not with the Park series. It's not a seat delete. It is a sleep platform, which is cool. So it's pretty slick.
It's a seat move aside, is what it is.
Seat to the side.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, dude, awesome job. It was so quick. Like you guys really know what you're doing here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for being willing to be part of this project and working on it. Let's get some of the other stuff back in and
Yeah.
show everyone what it finally will ultimately look like.
Awesome, man.
Right on, Joost.
Cool.
Thanks, brother.
Yep. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
And where'd you come from, by the way?
I work here.
Oh, let me talk. Yep. Hey,
So,
Scott.
question came up is what happens to the donut, right? That's normally underneath the rear panel. The short of it is you need to have an exterior spare tire, either top mounted on your rack or like what we use with the rig supply, Ultra Swing. You will no longer be able to really access this. You could have it in there, but just realize that you're gonna have to pull everything out to access the spare, and that also includes pulling out the Allen bolts that hold the plate system in place. Now, if you only had the cubbies in here, which you can also run, then this is your option. So if you're thinking that you're not gonna change your wheels, you're gonna keep your stock standard spare, the little donut that they give you, then I would recommend don't do the plate system, just do the cubbies on top, and you can totally run your donut. You just have to take out some straps. Yeah, and if you change your tire size, your spare is useless anyway, so there's that.
Online, rhinoadventuregear.com is great place to find us. All our information's there. Definitely check us out on Instagram, and we've got a YouTube channel with a lot of good information as well. So,
Dude, this place is like a toy store for overlanders. So much cool stuff, all high-end gear. You'll see a lot of it on our vehicles because Rhino really helped us outfit them, and we'll detail that stuff on the trail, but I can't thank you enough.
yeah, you bet, man. Thanks so much.
Joost.
Yep. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm gonna do B-roll and then
Yeah.
first of all, you can go back to work. I need to go back to work.
Yeah, I better get back in. I want to stay and play, but I've got an apple and a pear for lunch waiting for me in the car.